Hey ho! All right. Hello, everybody. Dr. Paul here. Oh, started to melt. It's my inner goodness coming out, my inner hearts. I'm going to try and adjust that because it looks stupid. Let's see. Just a little adjustment there. So you go that way and you see the sheet. You go that way and you see more, but you go that way and start. So somewhere about there. That looks about right. Okay. Well, hello, Tate. Hello, Mr. Tate. Hello, Titty Biscuits. Hello, Noodle Doodles. Welcome. It's quiz time at the new time of 8 o'clock. Thanks for tuning in. Got pub quiz for you. Things are changing rapidly here in Edinburgh for me, which is that I actually have some paid work again after quite a hiatus. And so I'm cutting the number of online quizzes because, to be completely honest, it's just too much work. And this is, at the moment, still just slightly less of a pair compared to working in the pubs, right? So I'm going to keep the online quizzes going at the moment. I'm just going to do one quiz per week, which is Friday night, 8 o'clock. Doing the two quizzes as well, back to back on a Friday was getting a bit much. So I'm quite took the opportunity of all this change just to settle for doing one. So I've compromised between the early and the late, settle for 8 o'clock. I hope it's okay for you guys. And thanks for coming. It's obviously okay if you're here. Maybe some people don't want to come because it's too late or too early, but maybe we'll lose some people. Maybe we'll pick up some new people. And I've got a few different ideas cooking away, but at the moment it's pretty much the same quiz. But I'm really, really, really pleased to announce and report. I mean, you already knew I was going to be back in the pubs, but I've been back in the pubs for over a week now, and it's just great. It's fantastic. All the quizzes have been terrific. People have turned up, and we've all had a good time. So, and I got paid. Hey, so that's a big relief, you know. Still a lot of money trouble, but I feel like there might be a way out of it now, which is all I really wanted. So, hello, Robin. Hello, Ollie. Hello, Chris. Hello, GPS. Beaky Fifers. Hello, Michael. Hello, Mr. Barney. Thanks for the shares on Twitter. Thanks to anybody who has shared. Thanks, James. Thanks. Hello, Karen. Hello, Anna. Good evening. Indeed. Absolutely. It is a good evening. It's nicer weather today in Edinburgh. I don't know what it's like where you are. I know most people are in and around Edinburgh, but if you're elsewhere, tell us what's going on. Because here in Edinburgh, after basically a wet week, we're back to being dry. And great news, my washing finally got dry yesterday. Well, this morning, really, after being out there on the line for about a week. Well, don't be grateful. I'm grateful for you turning up. Thanks very much. But I enjoy doing the online quizzes. I want to grow the online quizzes. The numbers haven't really gone mental over the last year, but I still think with a bit of different thinking, I could maybe get the numbers up. I still believe in the online quiz. I think it's really good, you know. So and I like doing it, so I'm going to keep on doing it. But at the moment, just Friday nights at the moment. We'll see how things go on. Who knows? Might be more lockdowns. I mean, God almighty, I really hope not. But thank you very much, Katie. Yeah, I'm really, really happy to be back. And Matt, I got to meet Marion at the pub, and I got to meet Louisa was at the pub as well. So it was great. You know, meet some people in real life. Mr. Mackey was there last night. Graham was there with Louisa. Great stuff. Absolutely fantastic. Hello, Peter, out there, West Lothian style. Hello, Mr. Barclay. Das team are here. Hello. Overcast and the pubs are closed. My God. I mean, the overcast is no kind of news. You know what? I was talking to someone today. I'd completely forgotten. No, I was talking to the boss actually at the newsroom last night. I'd completely forgotten that Glasgow was still locked down. And he says that, they've had a lot of Glaswegians coming through in the train because the newsroom's really close to Waverley Station. So there's been a lot of Glaswegians coming through. I said, are they allowed to do that? He says, no. You know, if you're in tier 4, you've got to stay in tier 4. I don't even know what level or tier or whatever it is we're in these days. I honestly don't care. All I've really ever cared about is, have I got work or have I not got work? And now I've got work. So I'm happy. But then I completely forgot Glasgow was still in a different state. So it's, I don't know. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, because obviously it's shifting. If there is an outbreak there, that's shifting things through here because they come on the train. Because, of course, the rules say you can't, but who follows the rules, you know? Hey. Hello, Big. Thanks for a prize tonight. I'm talking too much, aren't I? I need to get on with this pretty fast. I'll get start talking about the quiz really soon, and we'll get the first question in about 4 minutes from now, okay? Hello, Roddy. Scratch card winner. I sent some scratch cards. I'm still got a bit of a backlog with prizes because I've been doing a lot of effort into getting my real life quizzes back up and running. So I am a little bit behind on prizes, but don't worry. Everything is logged. Everybody will get your prizes at some point. So Roddy's got his, but did not win £100,000. Bad luck there. Hello, Kirsten. I was in touch with Kirsten today. I still owe her a prize. Hello to Spage. Yeah. Ollie's in Edinburgh tonight. How about that? Is it foggy? I can't see. I'm in my office, which is has no window to the outside world. So, and I've been in here a little bit for a couple hours, actually. Thanks for the quiz questions from the first one back at the pub last week. Marion. All right. Marion's been shipping the questions to you. Right, okay. Better watch out that. The Hairy Bikers were filming at Troon Harbour today. We had Prince William here, apparently. Starbank Park is in Trinity. It's near me, and we met some people in the other park today, and they were saying, oh, Starbank Park was closed yesterday because Prince William was there. It's like, you bastard, get out of our park. You're royal. Get back. Hello, Mark. Mark Crow. Crow with a K. Hello, everybody. Hello, Mark. Right, come on, I better get on with this quiz. Otherwise, you're going to get bored. So real life, actually, you can ignore that. Some of that might be changing, but Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. If you want to know where the quizzes are in real life, just get in touch or ask me on Facebook for the latest. How to play the quiz. In case you have not been here before, it's really simple. It's a online pub quiz, free to play. I ask the questions. I'm Dr. Paul, the Quizmaster. You write down the answers, okay? As we go. After each round, you mark yourself. I'll tell you the answers after each round, and you mark yourself. So you look after your own scoring. You're in charge. You can be as harsh or as lenient as you prefer. Don't shout out answers in the chat as we're going through because people are all just trying to answer the questions, so don't spoil it for everybody. But there is an exception, and the exception is if I declare a bonus question. If I declare a bonus question, then the first person to answer in the chat gets their name on the wheel of names. The wheel looks like that. We'll spin the wheel after the quiz, and that's for the prizes. Also, keep a note of your score. I will get you to upload your scores at the end of the quiz. This was the scores from Monday. We divided the scores into teams who were Studio 54 at the top of the table and teams who were The Shack at the bottom of the table. So there we go. Right, the Har must have just come rolling in because I missed all that. So that's the scores from Monday. I'll get you to upload your scores at the end of tonight's quiz. You can hire me to do a Zoom quiz. Get in touch if you want that. Private quizzing. Deadpool's open for June. Actually, I should promote that slightly harder because it's the last quiz of the month right now. And your last chance, tonight really is your last chance to get an entry in for Deadpool for June. You've got until midnight on the 31st, but you might as well do it tonight. A couple of days left in May to get your entries in for June. You have to predict the most famous person to die in the next month. And if you're right to win £1 million, there's the link. I've just put it in the chat. What time is it? 5 past, right? Okay, we're going to be okay. Tell you about some prizes for tonight. Thanks, Beeg, for supplying this. It's BBC Great Comedy Moments DVD. BBC comedy, those two things are synonymous. So this must be the funniest DVD of all time because it must be the best bit out of all those great comedies. So it must be the funniest DVD of all time. That's a prize tonight. Party box number 10. Look at this. Jägermeister. tin of haggis, packet of caramel wafers, packet of Space Raiders, and a CD of the soundtrack from Chicago, the movie. So you can see the compass in the middle there. It represents all the 4 points of the compass: Germany, Scotland, America, and space. Okay. And scratch cards and bodgos, right? Right, we have arrived at the quiz. It is a great prize. Yeah, I'm glad you like that. Yeah, Jägermeister haggis, and I mean, let's just have a look at it again. Let's just pause to just appreciate how good this is. I can go through item by item because it's all over here. Look, the Jägermeister, boom. The Space Raiders, boom. Wah! Space. That's even freakier because he's green, so he picks up the green. I'm from space. Have corn snacks from space. Tin of haggis. And the soundtrack to Chicago, starring Richard Gere. Oh, there's another prize, actually. Got some other prizes tonight. The Sicilian by Mario Puzo. That's a book. That's basically The Godfather. Right, okay. Blah, 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 blah. Come on, let's get on with the quiz. It's 7 minutes past. Okay. So, first round is the same letter round. You ready? Here comes the quiz. Have you had a haircut? No, I've been snipping a few bits here and there. Have you had a coffee or two? No, not yet. I've got my coffee right there. I'm going to get into it in a minute. Have you had a shave? I have had a shave. Yeah, no real, not much of a haircut. Have washed the hair yesterday. No coffee yet. Gonna get the coffee in a minute. I'm just excited. I'm excited about life. Right, same letter round. So the 5 questions, all the answers all start with the same letter. So it's a big clue once you get the letter. Here we go. Here is the quiz. Come on, let's get started. So number 1, which film was set in the 22nd century and was made in 3D? And when it came out in 2009, it became the highest grossing film of all time. All right, so name the movie. It came out in 2009. It became the highest grossing film of all time at that time. It might still be. I haven't checked recently. It was made in 3D and it is set in the future, in the 22nd century. Which is next century. So you never know. It might come true. Number 2, which toy launched in the 1960s was the British version of the American toy G.I. Joe? I think you know that one. I think everybody watching knows that one. I'd be surprised if you didn't. But G.I. Joe was the original American version. A British version came out in the 1960s. What was the name of that toy? Number 3, remember, all the answers start with the same letter in this round. Who was assassinated in 1865 by an actor who was called John Wilkes Booth? I get a feeling this is a fairly gentle round to get started with. A famous assassination from 1865. John Wilkes Booth was the assassin. Who was the assassinee? Number 4, which city in Belgium hosted the 1920 Olympic Games? So just over 100 years ago, Belgium was the host of the Olympic Games. Which was the city? What was the name of the city who was the host? That's question number 4. And number 5, which desert town in central Australia is named after the wife of Sir Charles Todd? All right, so he was one of the pioneers out there in some sort of way. Can't quite remember how, but there's a fairly famous town in Australia named after his missus. What's the name of the place? Okay, right, you're ready. You are ready. Karen is ready. All right. Loving your work. That's the idea. You tell me when you're ready, and then I know when it's good to move on. If enough people tell me you're ready. I think they were fairly straightforward. I'm just going to go over them quickly, just so you didn't miss anything. So number 1, film came out in 2009, highest grossing ever, was that film? Set in the future, filmed in 3D. Question number 2, the British version of the American toy G.I. Joe came out in the 60s. What's that thing called? Still make it today. John Wilkes Booth was the assassin. Who did he kill in 1865? And number 4, which Belgian city hosted the 1920 Olympics? And the last one, Sir Charles Todd had a missus, and there's an entire town named after her, which is quite nice. You know, what's the name of that place? All right. Has anyone here got a town named after them? Is there anywhere named Paul? There's Minneapolis, St. Paul's, but that's St. Paul. Anyway, let's get on with the answers for this. Now, you know you mark yourself, yeah? You give yourself 2 points for a correct answer. So if you want to be nice, be nice. If you want to be real strict with yourself, then do that. It's entirely up to you. Thing is, there's no prizes for top score. So the quiz really is just for fun and just to see how you do against the other teams, you know? So let's, best thing is just to be totally straight with yourself. Did you get the letter? Letter A for Aberdeen and assault. Here are the answers. So the name of the film came out in 2009. This feels like an easy one, but also possibly might have escaped you if you couldn't quite think of it. Avatar. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's an easy question. Famous film. But it's one of those things, if you just can't think of it, it could elude you. Avatar, that's the film poster. Your toy was the British version of G.I. Joe. That's your old pal Action Man. You got all your cities named after you. Annapolis, yeah, nice. Santa Ana as well. Nepal. Beverly, yeah, Beverly in Yorkshire. Beverly Hills. Pollock in Glasgow. Is that named that? Well, I don't get it. Ships and Mars rovers named after me. Beagle, yeah. Big. Number 3, John Wilkes Booth. Who got shot? It was Abraham Lincoln. A is for Abraham Lincoln. There he is. Well, there's Mr. Booth running out of the box. He comes up, shoots him in the head, and he jumps out of the box onto the stage, out the back door. Yeah. Easy. Which Belgian city hosted the 1920 Olympic Games? Antwerp. Right, here's a bonus question, and you've got to kind of be in predictive mode here. I'm about to show you a sport from the 1920 Olympic Games. I'm about to show you a photograph of a sport taking place that's no longer in the Olympics. What is the sport? This is a bonus question. First one to get the correct answer in the chat will go on to the wheel. So I've got a photograph of a sport taking place. Oh, very good. I don't need to say the question again because you've worked it out. It's tug of war. Yeah, fantastic. And it was Louisa who guessed that first. Nice one. There's a few sports that used to be in the Olympics that are no longer around, but that's one of the more famous ones. Well done, Louisa. I'm just going over to the wheel where I'm typing in your name to join. Big is the only person on the wheel so far because she donated a prize for tonight. That's how it works. So Louisa and Big are on the wheel. Very good. Okay, Antwerp for the 2 points. And the last one here, Australian town in the centre of Australia is Alice Springs. There we go. Okay, you scored 2 points for each of your answers. So maximum 10 if you got them all right. But there are bonuses. So if somebody on your team is a subscriber to the Dr. Paul channel on YouTube, then you get plus 2 points. So if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button down there just now. You get an instant 2 points added to your score. If somebody on your team shared the quiz tonight, and then you get plus 1 point. You can do that now if you've not done it already. Hit share. You get an immediate automatic 1 point. And you also add one if it's your birthday. Let us know if it is your birthday. So the usual maximum is 13 points, okay? 10 plus 2 plus 1, and then 14 if it's your birthday, you know. 15, I guess, if you somehow you had two people in the team that had a birthday. But the usual maximum is 13 or 14. Right, how are you getting on? Kirsten got 13 points. That's the stuff. There's all the answers together. Full house for the fist. 12 for the Peaky Five Fairs. 13 for the Mangles. 13 for Lumpy Gravy. Top Tatties. 13 points for the Middle Mass. Massive. Alice Springs said Adelaide. Oh, nah, South Australia. Not in the centre. It really is just desert round about Alice Springs. Pretty hardcore. Has anyone ever been there? I've never been to Australia, full stop. I've flown over it. I went to New Zealand once. Kind of flew over Australia, and it looked very interesting from an aeroplane window. But I didn't stop there, you know. Wait, these all start with a letter A. That's the whole idea. E. Wilson. Okay. Pictures. No mucking about. Straight into the picture round. Here we go. So, who's this fashion man? Is it Jean-Paul Gaultier, Giorgio Armani, or Yves Saint Laurent? I missed what you're referring to, Cher. Somebody suggesting hitting Cher, because that's bad news. Don't hit Cher. You can turn back time, but you cannot hit Cher. It's beautifully vague. Yeah, my cousin lives in either Sydney or Melbourne or something like that. Never been there. That's great. That's so derogatory. Number 2, trophy. Have a look at the trophy. Have a look at the women. Which world championship have these women just won? Okay. This photograph is taken just after they've become the champions in which sport? The world champions. Bit of context there, maybe help you out. Number 3 in the picture round is a GIF. There we go. Look. I only kind of realised, you can actually do animated stuff. I mean, I kind of knew that, but as an actual picture question. Anyway, the question is, which European city is this? It's the setting for the Madonna video, Like a Virgin. 1980s. I think 84, something like that. But which European city is the setting for the video she made for Like a Virgin? Oh, I see. Hit share. Number 4. Oh, what's that? Is it a seal, a sea lion, or a walrus? So is it just a seal? Is it a full-on sea lion? Or is it a big dirty walrus? What is that thing? Absolutely superb photograph. That's number 4. Number 5, classic bit of kitsch art. But what year was this famous painting made? And to get the points here, you have to get within 15 years of the right answer. So if you're 15 years out or less, then you're fine, you get the points. If you're 16 years out or more, you don't get the points. Absolutely. I think picture for question number 4 is the best picture I've ever put up. Ever. It's called Chinese Girl by Trechikov. But what year was it created? Okay. That's picture number 5. I'm going to go through them one more time. You tell me if you're ready so that I know to move on. And here they are again. So who's the chap here? Fashion person. Jean-Paul Gaultier, Giorgio Armani, or Yves Saint Laurent. There probably should be some hyphens in those names, but, just deal with it. Which world championship have these women just won? That's picture number 2. So just the name of the sport, that's all I'm looking for. Which European city is the setting for Like a Virgin video performed by Madonna? Loads of you already, that's great. Is that a seal, a sea lion, or a walrus? Woohoo! And number 5, give me a year. Don't say a range of years. Don't be tempted to write down from here to there. Just write down 1 year. And if you're within the range, then you get the points. Okay. Ready with some guessing. That's the idea. That's the stuff. Educated guessing. Right, here we are. Lots of people are ready, so I'm going to move straight on to the answers for the picture round. Here we go. So, like a kind of, a bit like Jarvis Cocker, but smoother, I would say, this fashion man. He is Yves Saint Laurent. Fait France. Quite a slick-looking character. 2 points for Yves Saint Laurent. Number 2, which World Championship have these women just won? It's the curling. Bonus question, what country do they represent? First person who can answer that correctly gets on the wheel of names. I'm sure somebody's going to get it straight away. What country do these women represent? This is, I think, 2018, I think this is. Let's see. Loads of you have said Canada. And that is the right answer. And Louisa was first. Now, I don't know how closely you follow curling. How many world championships you tune in on the pay-per-view, but I'm guessing most of you didn't see that. But Canada's a good guess because Canada are the best at curling in any given situation, usually. So well done. Scotland are also pretty good at the curling, but usually Canada come out on top. Thank you for that. Tim Horton's coffee sucks. Thank you. Okay, let's do the rest of these answers. So Louisa's on the wheel again. So location for Madonna's Like a Virgin video. Well, she's on a boat there. She's on a canal. It's Venice. I'd be interested to know if you got that, because I genuinely couldn't work out if it was easy or difficult. I was trying to think about it. I couldn't work it out. This is a seal. It's kind of from... You work out the angle, yeah? You're looking down from above. It's like looking behind itself. It's like this. You know. Great picture. And what year? Right, this is... well done if you got this one. Within the 15-year gap, it is 1952. So if you said between 37 and 67, that got you the points. Okay, Yves Saint Laurent, curling, Venice, seal, and anything between 1937 and 1967. The exact right answer was 1952. You say it looks like you're saying that Madonna one was easy. I kept meaning to have a shot at the curling, but I never quite got around to it. It's one of these things we never quite got around to organising. I think it's quite expensive. You've got Murrayfield ice rink here in Edinburgh, but a friend of mine does ice skating there, and he says that they're looking at closing because they've just been battered by the pandemic and they're getting no help. And he takes his daughter ice skating. Used to do it every week, you know, and his daughter's quite keen, so he's ended up driving her to Kirkcaldy to go ice skating. She's a lucky kid. I probably would have said, look, try and find a hobby that you can do fairly close to home for not tons of money. But that's because I'm like a budget parent. I'm not a bad parent, but I'm a budget parent. You thought sea lion? Nah, you can tell because it doesn't have ears. Basically, sea lions have ears, and true seals don't have ears. You know, they've got ears, but they're like, you know, don't stick out. That's it. Yeah, look, Tate knows it. That's the basic way to tell the difference. Didn't even notice Madonna was on water. That was one of the reasons I made it a GIF, you know, because I thought, right, it's just a wee bit, just makes it slightly easier, you know. But you can't definitely tell it's water unless you look, you know what I mean? So I thought it was quite good. Anyway, bad luck, Graham. Our last chance. Sorry, I've got a BC's Eurovision entry going around my head today. Curling is well hard. It is. It's the hardest sport in the world. Official. Okay. Did I do a bonus question that round? Yeah, I did. I did Canada. Right. Okay. Let's do a sound round. It's film clips tonight. Film clips. So I'm going to play 5 film clips, and you have to say what films they are from. Okay, and to help you, of course, all the answers are on that list over there. So look at the list of possibilities and pick out the correct 5 answers. Right, just get my iTunes sorted out. Right, here we go. Right, so the first clip is a film from the 1990s, and a man is asking another man for a bit of spare change.
I'm almost out of gas. I had to sleep in my car last night. I don't suppose you'd have a couple of bucks you could give me. It would really help me out. If you give me your address, I'll mail it back on us.
Let me see your driver's license.
What do you want to see my driver's license for?
Look, you're from Santa Barbara. I have your address on. I want it.
I don't have a driver's license.
You drove all the way from Santa Barbara without a license.
Are you a cop?
Let's see your car registration. Matter of fact, let's see your car.
All right, forget it. Okay, just forget it.
All right, just forget it. Number 2 is from the 60s. What is this?
Repeat that after me. In Hartford, Hereford, and Hampshire, hurricanes hardly ever happen.
In Hartford, Hereford, and Hampshire, hurricanes hardly ever happen.
Oh, no. No ear at all.
Shall I do it over?
No, please.
No, please. Number 3 is a bounty hunter trying to set up a deal. All right.
I don't want no volunteers. I don't want no mates. There's too many captains on this island. $10,000 for me by myself. For that, you get the head, the tail, the whole damn thing.
The whole damn thing. Great voice. Number 4. I'm not going to give you too many clues. Just need to listen, really, for number 4.
Punk, and I could see all the wrong he'd ever done, and I turned it all against him.
The penance stare. The seer of the souls of the wicked. It's a Ghost Rider's greatest weapon. All the riders have it.
That sounds like a load of bollocks, doesn't it? And the last one is another 90s film. And it's some kids working out how to take advantage of a hot dog vendor.
The scam was simple. I was to walk up to the hot dog vendor and order what I wanted. The vendor would then hand me my hot dog and watch as I ran off without paying. This left the vendor with 2 choices, neither very appealing. He could stand his ground and swallow his loss, or he could give chase. The second forces him to abandon the car, where my friends could feast in his absence.
So there you go. Some bad children doing bad kid things. So I think slightly more difficult than usual tonight. You might think otherwise, if you know your films. I'm going to play it one more time. Karen's ready. So I'm going to play it one more time. Now, here they are again. So the first one is a 90s film. One man is trying to kind of beg another man for a couple of dollars, but spare change.
I'm almost out of gas. I had to sleep in my car last night. I don't suppose you'd have a couple of bucks you could give me. It would really help me out. If you give me your address, I'll mail it back on us.
Let me see your driver's license.
What do you want to see my driver's license for?
Look, you're from Santa Barbara. I have your address on it, won't it?
I don't have a driver's license.
You drove all the way from Santa Barbara without a license.
Are you a cop?
Let's see your car registration. Matter of fact, let's see your car.
All right, forget it. Okay, just forget it.
All right, just forget it. Number 2 is from the 60s.
Repeat that after me. In Hartford, Hereford, and Hampshire, hurricanes hardly ever happen.
In Hartford, Edinburgh, and Hampshire, hurricanes hardly ever happen.
Oh, no. No here at all.
Shall I do it over?
No, please.
Bit of a class clash going on in that one. Number 3 is a bounty hunter setting out the terms that he's looking for.
I don't want no volunteers. I don't want no mates. There's too many captains on this island. $10,000 for me by myself. For that, you get the head, the tail, the whole damn thing.
Okay, number 4 is some proper hokum, but listen carefully.
Punk, and I could see all the wrong he'd ever done, and I turned it all against him.
The pin and stare. Seer of the souls of the wicked. It's a Ghost Rider's greatest weapon. All the riders have it.
I actually watched that film when it came out, and I thought it was great. Totally idiotic, but quite good. And the last one is kids. It's a 90s film. Kids are working out how to attack a hot dogs vendor's sort of hot dog vending cart and get hot dogs.
The scam was simple. I was to walk up to the hot dog vendor and order what I wanted. The vendor would then hand me my hot dog and watch as I ran off without paying. This left the vendor with 2 choices, neither very appealing. He could stand his ground and swallow his loss, or he could give chase. The second forces him to abandon the car, where my friends could feast in his absence.
So, a little scam that doesn't quite work out the way they planned it. Right, you all ready? Okay. Struggling? Definitely to guessing the rest, but good to learn. Yeah. I don't think I'd do very well on this either, to be honest. I try to get some films that I wouldn't normally go for. Anyway, let's get the answers. Let's get the answers for the film sound clip round. So number 1, here we go. Remember, same again, 2 points for each correct answer. Falling down is the first one, right? So it's that's Michael Douglas going nuts. I've never seen the film. It actually looks all right. It's just too much stress and he goes nuts, and that's part of the thing's just building up. It's like getting begged by people. He doesn't like that. Has a go at the guy. Falling down is the right answer. Number 2 was the one from the 60s, bit of a class clash. Well, it's a guy trying to give elocution lessons to someone from the East End of London. Oh, I've got it the wrong way around, haven't I? That's not right. Jaws is the next one. Right, 2 and 3 are the wrong way around. Okay? That is a mistake. So My Fair Lady was the one with the hurricanes hardly ever happen in Hereford, Hertfordshire, and Hampshire. And Jaws is the one saying, $10,000, I'll bring you the head and the tail, the whole thing. Right? So wrong way around on the slide. Don't at me. Just do the marking. Number 4 is Ghost Rider, starring Nicolas Cage. And they talk about the Ghost Rider in the clips, so that was just one you had to listen to. And the last one is Sleepers. So the kids do this thing with a hot dog stall, and it ends up that they get chased, they run away with a cart and stuff like that, and then they accidentally kill somebody by pushing the cart down a staircase and killing a man. And they end up in an institution, and things get worse from them from then on. So, sorry about getting number 2, number 3 the wrong way around. Don't hate me. 6 out of 10 for Tom Nook, 10 for Mr. Doyle. Quite filmy as Mr. Doyle. Usually does pretty well in these type of rounds. But there's other 10s as well. Clint Eastwood got 10. Peaky Pfeiffer's got 10. 10 for The Fist. 10 for Purple Burglar Alarm. Quite hard. 6 out of 10. As predicted, 4 out of 10. We don't say noodle doodles. They're not saying what they don't, but they don't. And it leaves a lot to the imagination. It's a good comment. It's the comment of the night so far. We don't. It's like a protest. It's like a statement of intent. It's like an affirmation. It's like a challenge, all in one. We don't. Thanks, Alison. Right. Time for an anagram. I should think of a bonus question, actually, for the film clips round. Let's have a think. Who played the male voice in the My Fair Lady clip? Who was doing the elocution lessons? Oh, we don't hate you. Thanks very much. Thanks for pointing that out. That's good to know. It was good when it was just a mysterious comment. We don't. I know it's in response to me saying things, but then I say a bunch of, and then I can't remember what I said. You know, Rex Harrison is correct. Rex Harrison. There we are. Gary was first. Nice one. Gary Palmer. Gary Palmer. Gary Palmer. Gary Palmer's on the wheel. Yeah. And of course, I was going to say, of course, but then I'm thinking, hang on a second. It's Audrey Hepburn, isn't it? Who's the other one? Oh, thanks, Noodle Doodles. Can't wait to see you if you're coming to one of the quizzes. Okay. Time for an anagram. So, a 1950 film. You've got 60 seconds to solve this. Don't shout out the answer to this one. This is for 3 points to add to your score. So, everybody gets 60 seconds to try and solve it. You know what I mean? So, if you're ready, here we go. Troubles unsaved. So, there goes the timer. You see that counting down. 56, 55 seconds. Unscramble those letters and give us the name of a film that came out in 1950. Right, I'm having trouble remembering what the answer to this is. I'm going to go and look it up, because I can't really look without exposing the next frame. So I'll just go and open the actual Excel sheet, which kind of should be open anyway. It's funny. I've had Ukraine's Eurovision song in my head all day long. And now that I'm doing the quiz, I've suddenly got the Greek one in my head. Right, I'd give you a clue, but I can't remember what the answer is. And my Excel's frozen. So that's time up. Has anyone got this? Got it. Loads of you got it. Well, Doyle, Duff, Doyle, and Thomas have got it. Let's see. Let's just see what it is. For 3 points. Oh, hang on. I think my... Oh, God. I'm giving you loads of time on this. It was done as a musical later on. It's a very last-minute clue, and it's Sunset Boulevard. Maybe he didn't get long enough to process the clue there, but Sunset Boulevard. Well done if you got that. It's 3 points. Quite a difficult one, I think. Not a clue. Nope. Burn. Ha 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 ha. Great. Bam. What was your favourite Eurovision song, folks? For everyone who watched it. I know we were talking a little bit about it on Monday, but mine was definitely Ukraine. But I was pretty pleased that Italy won. It's been my favourite winner for quite a few years. Didn't know that. Buster Keaton's Only Talkie. That's a good fact. Yeah, a lot of people liked Iceland. Quite a lot of people like Finland as well. I think it depends how old you are, the Finland or Italy thing. Like, I'm older, so I like the Italian one. It's more like, it felt more genuine punk, or what I would say glam / punk. Whereas the Finland one seemed a bit kind of like early 2000s. But if you're younger, then I suppose that's the thing you grew up with. Kind of like Serbia. Serbia was a horrible mess that was quite good. Yeah, Norway. Yeah, I quite like that. I'm a fallen angel, and I need you to know. Oh. I don't know. I thought that at first, the Norwegian qualification. Kino were ripped off, but to be honest, I ended up thinking Tix was better. Anyway, it's a wee bit early. Maybe it's a bit too early to get into Eurovision discussion. I should maybe get on with a quiz. You thought Finland was more genuine rock. I thought they were playing. I thought they were like dressing up and playing at being rock stars. The song's called Put Your Middle Finger Up. It's like, all right, boys, put your middle finger up and join the dark side. We're so rock. Don't know. I got slightly non-genuine vibes off Finland. It's probably totally unfair. Norway wasn't as good as he's 17. Yeah, France was really good. That was my wife's favourite. She was rooting for that. She was upset that it didn't win. Right, okay, Guess Who. Time for Guess Who. Let's talk about Eurovision later. Let's get the quiz done. Yeah, that's a pretty decent summary. Finland was new metal, like Kerrang Channel. Italy had better trousers. Well, you could take that sentence about Italy having better trousers and drop it in just about any conversation, because Italians are always better dressed, aren't they? Right, Guess Who. There's a person hiding behind the grid. You have 5 chances to see who it is. If you get the right, wherever you get the right answer at the highest score, that's the score you get. So you'll see what I mean if you don't know this. So the first clue is that this person was born in 1976 in Finchley, which is in North London. So have a guess. Write down a guess. If it turns out you're right, you'll get the 10 points, even if you change your mind and then change it back. But have a guess anyway. You can have a guess at each stage. He did rip his trousers. I saw that. That was good. Right. What? Finland have the heavy metal knitting contest soon. Now, this is a comment that could easily be a joke or actually true. 50-50 either way. Let us know, JPS. Is that a real thing? Yeah, funny feeling it could be. Pete Pfeiffer's got this already, right? Clue number 2 for 8 points. Launched a kids' clothes line with Argos in 2011. All right, who's this? This is kind of a sideline to what they're best known for. What they're best known for is not to do with fashion, but they did launch a range of kids' clothes through Argos in 2011. I'm not quite sure how that went, or maybe it's still going. I don't know. There he is, second clue. Here comes the third clue for 6 points. Take a few more squares away. She had a recurring role in Absolutely Fabulous, the TV series, the comedy. Looks like some of you have got this already. We'll keep going for those who are not quite sure. Just whatever the earliest clue is that you get the right answer, that's the points you get. For 4 points now, this person's highest charting solo hit was in 2001. It was a number 1 hit called What Took You So Long, but she's a lot better known for being part of a group. But she did have a solo number one, at least one solo number one. I think maybe only one, but at least one, maybe two. What Took You So Long was the name of her highest charting solo hit, but much better known as part of a group. And the last one here for 2 points was The Youngest Spice Girl. Right, so there you go. What is her name? And I reckon you've probably all got it by now. Let's have a look. It's Emma Bunton. See, if you put Baby Spice and you never actually got around to putting her name, Emma Bunton, then get whatever score you had, but -1. So if you got it first time, but just put Baby Spice and didn't have Emma Bunton, then take 1 off. You only get 9. Because, come on, let's have some respect for her name. She's not Baby Spice anymore. She's not been a baby or a spice for over 25 years, as you can see. How did you get on? 6 points. So what was that one? The absolutely fabulous thing. 10 for Noodle Doodles. Got it straight away. That's fantastic. Just from the Finchley clue and a little bit of hair. Superb. Mr. Doyle got it from the hair. She was the fittest Spice Lass. Well, you know, that's pretty much how Britain spent its time between the years 1996 and 2000, was debating which Spice Girl was the most attractive. Or indeed the fittest. I mean, like physically fittest, it must have been Sporty Spice, surely. Backflips, you know. It's not like any of them were out of shape, you know what I mean? It's not like any of them were struggling. They were all great. All fantastic and glamorous, you know. Spice Girls. Great stuff. That was the start of me stopping being cool for the sake of it and like avoiding pop music. That was when I first got back into pop music after being too cool for it for a number of years. Mug disappears. Aye, it's green, isn't it? Look. Whoa. Mug. Nay, mug. Oh well. Mug. Mug. Oh, that's ruined the green screen. I thought it was J.K. Rowling. Nah, similar cultural influence, but different person. 10 out of 10, chuff with that. Nice work. Right, let's move on. Remember to keep track of your scores, ladies and gentlemen. I'll get you to upload your scores at the end. Okay, it's jokes round. Right, you've got 2 minutes from now. I'm going to put the timer on. Whoever makes me laugh the most in the next 2 minutes with a joke gets on the wheel. Okay, so it's a free for all. Let me get my timer on here. Okay, so I've got 2 minutes on the timer. Press start. Here we go. Oh, the green screen's gone all weird. Try and make him a one-liner, nice and short. I should have warned you about this in advance, shouldn't I? No hanging about this week. Look, how do you pickle a penis in cider? How many babies does it take to paint a wall? Depends on how hard you throw them. My God. I thought Germany's Eurovision song was good, says Tate. 3 jokes so far. None of them have really hit the back of the net for me, to be honest. First one is too recent because we had it last week. What's this? I will never forget the last time my granddad said to me before he died, he said, "Are you still holding the ladder?" That's the best so far. Claire says, my mate Dave has just got a job in a factory making plastic Draculas. There are only 2 of them on the production line, so he has to make every second count. That's a shocker. Got stung by a bee the other day. £50 for a jar of honey. Why did the chicken cross the play park? To get to the other slide. What do you call a man with a car on his head? Jack. Come on. What do you call a Scotsman with 1 foot in the door? Hamish. Class. Did you hear about the gay magician? He disappeared with a poof. That's kind of old school, Neil. What's the fastest town in Scotland? Nairn. Great stuff. How do you wake up Lady Gaga? You poke her face. How do vampires get rich? Bitcoin. Oh, look, there's the alarm, which says that's it. The jokes round it is over. How do you? I never know how to turn that thing off. Right, okay. Right, we've got to choose a winner. So I'll give you my shortlist, and then you choose one from the shortlist. I liked Claire's one. He has to make every second count. And you know what? I like those two back to back, right? Got stung by a bee the other day, £50 for a jar of honey. That's the top two. So what's the best one out of those two? Is it the Dracula joke or the stung by a bee joke? That's the top two. You vote. Dracula or bees? What's funnier? There's a few jokes just came in a wee bit late there. Oh, don't say Claire's or Anna's. I can't remember which one's. Let's just say Dracula or bee. Right, Dracula, there's one vote. Bee, there's one vote. Bee, that's two. Honey, Dracula. What's that meant to be? I hate emojis. Can't stand them. Bees. Dracula, 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 bees. I think it's just the bees joke. The bees joke has just edged it, ladies and gentlemen. That was Anna. Right, okay. Anna, you're on the wheel. Great joke. Quality humour. It was very close. Close in the voting, but the bees have it. Okay. 50-50 round subject was suggested tonight by Janice Thompson. Thank you, Janice. Let's get on with it. 50-50. Here we go. So Marvel, as in Marvel Comics, Marvel Universe, all that sort of thing. Here we go. Identity. So that's a typo there in the title of the question. Should say identity. That's a typo. Right. Which Marvel superhero has an alter ego named Steve? Is that Captain America or Daredevil? I would be the same if it came up in a quiz that I was participating in. Big. If the subject of Marvel came up, I'd be like, oh no. But the great thing is, it's 50-50. You just got to choose an answer, right? Animal power. What is the name of a mutant super villain from Marvel Comics who has the power to generate pheromones? Pheromones. Which can control the minds of women. Is that Mandrill or Tapir? Yeah, you spotted it, but I spotted it first, Anna, so no extra wheel action there. Thanks to my brother. But he thought the Dracula one was better. That's because he's your brother, isn't it? Rivalry. Number 3, which Marvel superhero did Tobey Maguire play in 3 films in 2002, 2004, and 2007? Was that Iron Man or Spider-Man? So, who did Tobey Maguire play in 3 films? Iron Man or Spider-Man? That's question number 3 in the Marvel round. European origin. Which Marvel Comics character originates from the fictional European country of Latvia? Is that Doctor Doom or Green Goblin? Yeah, there you go. See, they're nicely pitched, Big. People, yeah, it's possible to know some of these. And the ones you don't know, you can guess. You'll probably end up with 6 or 8 out of 10. You'll be all right. And question number 5, which of these Marvel superheroes is female? Rogue or Sentry? So, 2 possibly less well-known Marvel superheroes. They are both Marvel superheroes, but which one is female? Rogue or Sentry? Thank you, Karen. Karen is ready straight away. I'm going to run these questions one more time. Who's got an alter ego called Steve? Is that Captain America or Daredevil? Supervillain, who uses pheromones to control the minds of women. Is it Mandrill or Tapir? Tobey Maguire was Iron Man or Spider-Man in 3 different films in the zeros in the 2000s. Latveria is the origin of which character? Doctor Doom or Green Goblin? And which Marvel superhero is female, Rogue or Sentry? Mr. Doyle is, I believe, a comics fan, and he's calling 10 out of 10 already. I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you know. These are all the kind of things you could know. There's not much guessing in there if you know the stuff, if you know what I mean. Right, I'm going to show you the answers. Bit of coin flipping going on. Middlemass way. Let's see what happens. Right, here we go. Marvel superhero has an alter ego called Steve. Is that Captain America or Daredevil? It's Captain America. Steve Rogers, is that right? What's the name of the mutant? Crazy. Mutant supervillain who can create pheromones to control women's minds. You can probably tell what sort of person has written that character, you know what I mean? But it's Mandrill. That's Mandrill. A big tough guy, but he's a baboon or a mandrill. And he can control, I mean, honestly. Oh, dear. We do have an intruder. How do we put user in? Block user. There we go. Number 3, which Marvel superhero did Tobey Maguire play in 3 films? 0407. That is Spider-Man. Crosses in the wrong place. Answer is correct. So let's do that. Covers it up. There he is. Tobey Maguire was Spider-Man. Number 4, which Marvel Comics character originates in the fictional European country of Latveria? That is your old pal, Doctor Doom. I'll ask a bonus question here. What is Doctor Doom's first name? There he is, cutting about with his mask and his hood and his Latvian architecture. But what is Mr. Doom's first name? Yeah, that's right. Nah, it's not David. Very, very close. It's Victor, and it was Tate who was first. Well done. Okay. Victor Von Doom is the guy's name. Jeff Doom. That's obviously 10 times better, but not correct. Which of the Marvel superheroes is female out of those? It's a person called Rogue. There she is. Looks a bit miffed. I don't know what's up. Maybe she missed the bus. I'm not quite sure what her powers are. Thought quiz is at 9. It used to be at 9, Roger. I've just changed things this week. It's 8 o'clock. I've stopped doing separate ones at 7 and 9. I'm just doing 8 o'clock for the time being, for loads of reasons. Oh, there's Marion trying to anticipate a bonus question for Rogue. That is indeed her alter ego, but that's not my bonus question. Rogue's power is stealing powers. That's kind of cheating, isn't it? Right, actually, bonus question. Right, what would be your ideal superpower? Just the best one in the next 30 seconds that gets put in. Don't think about it too much. Just put your ideal superpower in. The best one The most fantastic answer will get on the wheel. Captain America, Mandrill, Spider-Man, Doctor Doom, Rogue. I'll answer this question in the meantime from Lorna. Any joy sorting out email distribution? I did look. I actually got around to looking, and it appears that you're on the list. It appears that you're... so the emails are going out, and I can only assume they're going into your junk folder. Just go and have a look in there, and you can mark it as not spam or not junk. Right, superpowers, quizziness, invisibility, sleep. What? Putting people to sleep, or being able to sleep, or not having to sleep? See, that would be mine. Not having to sleep. That'd be amazing. Flying, being invisible, ability to eat loads of pies. That's strong. That's the best one so far. The ability to keep my eyes open when sneezing. Super iron. What? Making annoying people stop talking. Something had just happened there. Something weird. X-ray visitors. That's it. That's the winner. That's the winner. That is the winner. Knowing what kind of sandwich somebody wants. Katie, you've won the superpower battle. That's what I'm talking about. Right. No more discussion required. It was a good job you said that before I came to Muzz, because fart ventriloquism is also... I put Muzz on as well. That's what I'm talking about. Fart ventriloquism and knowing exactly what sort of sandwich somebody wants. It blew their mind. Brilliant. Right, okay, final round. Let's... so Muzz and Katie got on the wheel for that. It's time for double or bust. This is the final round for the main part of the quiz. After this, I'll get you to upload your final score. And you know what? I'm going to do things slightly differently this week. I don't know if you agree with it or not, but I'm going to do only a tiny bit of games for names, then spin the wheel. So probably not half past, probably before that. You'll see it anyway. In the meantime, forget about that. Let's just focus on double or bust at the moment. And this is what we're going to do. So most of you know how to do this round. You get 4 points for a correct answer. So that's double. So if you got them all right, you'd get 20 points. But you run the risk of going bust, which is if you put an answer down and it's wrong, then you get 0 points for the round. To avoid going, that's horrible, but to avoid going bust like that, you can leave blanks. You don't have to answer all the questions. So you can choose which ones you're going for. You know what I mean? Payment link. Yes, Lorna. Yeah, I'll put in my PayPal thing. I'm going to do that after these questions anyway, but seeing as you're asking right now, thanks very much. Anyone who thinks the quiz is worth a donation, that's it there. You can always get the link in the description underneath the video description. You know what I mean? Anyway, questions for double or bust. Here we go. Blue Sky lyrics. Which Buddy Holly song from 1959 begins with the lines, "The sun is out, the sky is blue"? What comes next? Or what's the name of the song? That's the question. The question is name the song. But the opening lines are, "The sun is out, the sky is blue." I don't know. I think it was just a passing lunatic, Big. They do turn up from time to time. Number 2, which French luxury fashion house designed Meghan Markle's dress for her 2018 wedding to Prince Harry? And the clue is the letter G. So the answer starts with the letter G. Because I thought that was too difficult without a letter. So I'll leave it with you. Which French luxury fashion house designed Meghan Markle's dress for her wedding in 2018 to old Baw Jaws himself, Prince Harry? And the answer starts with the letter G. Number 3, which famous doctor, with a capital D, Wasn't a real doctor. Had the real name Theodore Geisel and died in 1991 after writing 46 books. There's quite a lot of clues in there. Try and think who this person might be. So someone who calls himself a doctor, all right? Capital D, doctor something. Wasn't a real doctor, turns out, or just wasn't a real doctor. The person's real name is Theodore Geisel, and he died in 1991 after writing 46 books, very famous books. So who is that doctor / non-doctor? Number 4. Which sports equipment company has made every ball for the FIFA World Cup since 1970? So it's football, right? Who makes the footballs for the World Cups? And has done since 1970. So for the last 50 years or so, which company has made the balls for the FIFA World Cup? Both men's and women's versions, I think. And the last question tonight, right, is usually it's a what year question. This is a kind of a what year question. It's just how many years, right? How many full years did Queen Elizabeth I spend as the monarch of England? And to get the points for this one, you have to get within 5 years of the correct answer. So if you go for it, the number you come up with has got to be within 5. If you're 5 out from the right answer, you're fine. If you're 6 out, then you're bust. So that's a 10-year window. You know what I mean? How many full years did Queen Elizabeth I spend as monarch of England, Queen of England? I'd be tempted to, I don't know if I'd be tempted to go for that or not. Tricky. Well, there's the first indication of a boz out, and it's come from Karen. Karen's going boz out for the last round. Intense. Different story at the Jobson house, only going for 2 out of the 5. A quick recap on these questions. Sun is out, the sky is blue. What is the Buddy Holly song that starts with those lyrics? Number 2, letter G, the answer starts with, which is the French company or fashion house that made Meghan Markle's dress for her wedding. Second wedding. Number 3, Theodore Geisel was the guy's real name. What was his made-up doctor name? Wrote 46 books, died in 1991. Very famous books. Number 4, which sports equipment company makes the ball for the FIFA World Cup and has done since 1970? And the last one, how many years was QE1, Queen Elizabeth I, on the throne of England? Get within 5 years to get the points. Graham S is going boz out. Yes. He's Linlith going for it. Scumbags are boz out. If there's any first timers here, boz out means answering all 5 questions. And you can't have half boz out, or it's just you're going for 5 or you're not going for 5. It's tantamount to laying your stones on a table and waiting for the hammer to fall. Only going for 2, going for 3, but it's boz out in the Noodle Doodles place. Come on. Okay, I think getting to the point where we're ready. A couple more people tell me that you're ready and we'll get the answers up. I'm about to show you the answers. Before I do, I'm just going to put in my donation link again. Like I was saying earlier, donations have kept me alive over the last year, so thanks very much. And I am earning money again. I'm starting to dig myself out of the hole of debt, which is nice. But I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to continue asking for donations. So if you think tonight's quiz is worth it, and it is a lot cheaper than going to the pub, then I'd be delighted to get a donation off of you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay. Boz out at the Adams place. Boz out at the Burnley place. Soft arse 3 for the fists. And there's mysterious letter R. Could be for anything. Could be for Rangers, or it could be for ready-made cigarettes. I don't know. Double or bust answers. Right, here we go. This is the final round. Here come the answers. Right, the sun is out. The sky is blue. Raining in my heart. R for rubbish. Simon's saying, gee, that must be for garbage. If R's for rubbish. Anyway, Raining in My Heart is the song. Well done if you got that. 4 points. Letter G for Givenchy. Givenchy, I don't know how you say it. J or G. Givenchy, I reckon. There it is. There's the dress. Spectacular, maybe. I don't know. I don't really know about dresses. But Givenchy, if you want, for the 4 points. Theodore Geisel, Dr. Something. That's Dr. Seuss, as in the Cat in the Hat. There he is with some of his characters. Bit of an old racist, it seems, but you know, it's kind of one of those off its time things. There's the Cat in the Hat on the left. It's probably his most famous one. The Grinch as well. Bonus question to get on the wheel. Name a book of his that is not The Cat in the Hat or The Grinch. Name one more. First person who can do that, go on the wheel. Name another Dr. Seuss book. The Lorax. Yeah, brilliant. Good answer. Robin, that puts you on the wheel. Very quick. Straight away. Bang. Good answer. And lots of other great answers from you there as well, but let's crack on. So which sports equipment company made the ball? Actually, there's a bonus question planned here. What is the dance? If I show you that, what is the dance? If I show you that ball over there, what is the dance? What dance goes with that ball? Tango is correct. Graham S. Fantastic. It's the Adidas Tango. That's that particular design of football. It was known as the Tango, and Tango is a dance. It was introduced for the 1978 World Cup in Argentina. And pretty much the same design, and it was still called the Tango in 1982. And then after that, they tended to change it every 4 years. So Graham S. is on the wheel. Yeah. That was a rare planned. What's the answer at number 4? It's that Adidas. JPS Adidas. And 44 years for Queen Elizabeth I. So anything between 39 and 49 years. She was on the throne for 44 years and 127 days, as far as I can remember, is the other part of it. So kind of 44 and a half years, so 44 full years. So anything between 39 and 49. Hey. And some of you have got full houses. So Raining in My Heart, Givenchy, Dr. Seuss, Adidas, and anything between 39 and 49. Noodle Doodles! Banging it in the back of the net. And another one. Karen. Fantastic. Bust! I mean, yeah, I see. Let us know what you got bust on, by the way. I see Mr. Burney's got bust on the Queen question. Went quite a bit higher. See, thing is, she was the third of King Henry VIII's children to become monarch. Like after King Henry VIII died, she had to live through Edward VI and Queen Mary, or the other way around. No, those two, and then she became the queen. So she had quite a few years of not being queen. And then she was queen. And back then, that's a long time to live. Busting a bloody monarchy. Ah! Oh, yeah, there was a couple of monarchy questions there. Sorry. There should never be more than one monarchy question per round. I apologise for that. 72 for the Mangles. Total score. Great stuff. 66 this week. I think the scores are pretty good. Mind you, there's 43 for the purple burglar alarms. Purple burglar alarms, by the way. Yeah, there were some tricky ones. Right, I'm going to give you the link to upload your score, ladies and gentlemen. Then we're going to play games for names. It's 1:15. Yeah, I'll play up to 1/2 games for names. But then after I spin the wheel, I'm going to play some more games for names just to get some names on the wheel for next week. Right, that's what I'm going to do. I was thinking of just doing the spins now, like straight away, but I'll play a few more games for names. And then spin the wheel, and then just want to build up some names in advance, maybe build up some names during the week, do some competitions online. Anyway, la-di-da. Where are we? Score upload. Please do upload your score, ladies and gentlemen, even if you thought you didn't do too well, because it makes the other teams feel good about themselves, and that's what it's all about. Everyone feeling good. Okay. Thank you. Real life is back in action. There was some last minute good negotiations going on the phone before this quiz started tonight, and that by the time we start next week, I don't think that schedule is going to be correct. There's going to be more on there, and some things will change, swapping some things around. But definitely 7 p.m. at the Brass Monkey on Leith this coming Monday. And the Thursday ones will stay the same, but Wednesday might swap. So, games for names, right? What do you want to play? Tate's going for Where Am I? Let's get it on. Let's play Where Am I? I have Where Am I set up and ready to go, so let's do that. La 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 la. Right, okay. Here's the thing. Okay, right. So you got a name, town or city? What is the town or city that we're looking at? Where are we? Let's have a look around. A kind of churchy thing. Do you recognize this tree? I might actually recognize it from that. See if I saw that. I might go, oh, hang on a second. I know where that is. Because I've definitely been here. What we got? We got guesses raining in. Lancaster, Dunkeld, Lancaster, Falkirk, Haddington, Coventry, Callendar, Lincoln, Bowness, Aberlady, Melrose, Leeds, Dundonald, Berwick, Lincoln, Dunfermline is the right answer. Yowza! Diana knows it's Dunfermline. Did anyone get that before you? Yes, they did, actually. Let's just have a look right up and just see who was first. You'll get on the wheel anyway, Diana, because you were the first one I spotted. But Louisa was ahead of you, so I'll put both of you on the wheel. This is Dunfermline. That's what it looks like. Lots of people live there, and there's been a lot of scientific studies to try and find out why people live there. Nothing's come back so far. I don't really know. So Diana McCombie is on the wheel, and Louisa is also on the wheel for that. Okay. Used to live just down there, but I wasn't looking at the screen. Hey, great story. But it is Dunfermline. The what are they called, Dunfermline? What's the sort of nickname of it? It's not the Windy City. That way to Carnegie Hall. How did I get to Carnegie Hall? Practice and or just go down there? Where is it? Is it down here? The famous Carnegie Hall? Not the famous one. But Carnegie Hall. Is that it here? I think it is. I'm not sure. Fife. What is good for? Absolutely none. Say it again. Is that a Carnegie? No, maybe not. No, it's just a house. These central Dunfermline buildings look quite nice. You saw a bullet for my Valentine at Carnegie Hall. Fantastic. Oh, it's that way now. They're just fucking you about, aren't they? Go down here, go up here. See, now I want to find it, eh? Is it up here? I know it's near that crossroads. I think I'm a bit lost. Right, forget about it. Right. Let's have another one. Well done to Louisa and Diana for getting that one. Let's get another. Where am I? I've got 3 of these set up. So let's see where we go now. Let's try this. Marion's going to see Shawadi Wadi in Dunfermline later this year. See, usually a story about when you saw Shawadi Wadi in Dunfermline usually finishes with the year 1979. But Marion's futuristic and is going to see Shawadi Wadi next year. That's amazing. Madrid, Barcelona, Zurich, Philadelphia, Barcelona, Windhoek, Turin, Barcelona, Toronto. Let's go around quite a big roundabout this. Some fairly magnificent looking buildings over there. Some more average stuff this side, maybe. Let's go around the roundabout and see what we can see. People on scooters, taxis. Oh, there's a bit of a, maybe an underground there. Bahrain, Rome, Valencia, San Antonio, Montpellier, Zaragoza, Antwerp, Lisbon, Valencia. Remember, folks, it is possible for me to miss your correct answers. No, we have a correct answer now. Bilbao. That's right, Bilbao. That's a cool sign. Is that a metro? Like 3 circles. That's pretty nice. Maybe it's too many. It should be maybe just 2 circles. So is that a metro or is it just a way to get under the roundabout? I'm guessing from that logo, it's kind of like a transport logo. So I'm guessing there is a metro down there. I don't know. I've never been to Bilbao. I've been through Bilbao on the bus, but we never stopped there. Right, David, the gaffer himself. Fantastic. Great work. Sun is out. Sky is blue. The spot of you, but it's raining. Raining in my heart. Right, one more. Where are we now? Nice work, David. No, this is quite near Kazula-Palooza town, but it's not Kazula-Palooza town. Good guess. Where are we? Look at this infinite bridge. It's brilliant. Look at that. Wow. Ooh. That's my kind of bridge. It's a good bridge. Let's look straight up. Look at that. Wow. What can we see? Astoria, Gergentoen, Shanghai, Porto, Charlotte, Michigan, Edinburgh, Johannesburg, New Orleans, Canada, Portland, Toronto. I would say Canada is more of a massive country than a town or a city. Diana. Some more bridges over there. A lot of bridges. Let's go over. Oh, what's that? Oh, glory. So I think that kind of tells you what country we're in. St. Louis. No. It's does that tell you anything? No, it's the most average office block in the world. Look at that. The most average office block ever. Let's go along here a bit. Can we see anything this way? Is that a stadium over there? Ooh. Someone's going to get it from that, I think. Now we're off the bridge. It's quite good fun on the bridge. Look at this shell. Look. How are you supposed to walk there? There's nowhere to walk. Pedestrians must die. Yeah, look, some of you got it. Loads came in at the same time, so I'm guessing that came from the sports clue. Cincinnati is correct. Nice answer. Louisa is first, but you know what? Mark Crow is the first to spell it correctly, so he can go on the wheel as well. So Louisa is on the wheel. And, you know, we're not super pedantic here, but we do like a nicely spelled silver dart. And I think that's what Mark's done. Now, I'm saying that. Just check that's the right spelling. I'm pretty sure it is. Cincinnati. I'm looking up Wikipedia. Sin and then two N's in the middle. Yeah, the only double is the N's in the middle. Yeah, that's right, Mark. So Louisa got the right answer first, then Mark spelled it right first. So I've put you both on the wheel. Okay? Very good. What time is it? 27 minutes past. Right, we can do a very quick thing, and then we'll spin the wheel. And then we'll do some other stuff after. Got any Kazulas? I do, but I think I'll do it after the wheel. No, you know what? I'll do it now. Let's do Kazula Palooza. Okay, so you know Kazula Palooza. You've got to identify the tune that I'm about to destroy using my kazoo, which is very popular and also very unpopular. Just need to get my Kazula Palooza's list on, which will tell me some tunes and some beats per minute. All right, let's try this one. I've got no idea how this is going to go. Let's see. 85 beats per minute. Play it. Hey! I think it was a bit slow. That's the beats per minute I was given, but Suspicious Minds is correct. And I think it was Anna who got that first. So, Anna, you're on the wheel for that. It was, of course, Suspicious Minds by Elvis Presley. Could have probably done that twice as speed. Let's try another one. Let's just look at my list here of fantastic tunes and stuff. Let's try this one. Something else from the old school. Yay, and it is Love and Marriage. Two quite separate things. Let's have a look. It was Louisa, who hates Kazula Palooza, but has got that one right. Nice work, Louisa. I think Louisa is the dominant force on the wheel tonight. At past. I'll do one more, okay, and then we'll spin the wheel. Try to separate them. You'll find it's fairly straightforward. Oh, She's got a bit between her teeth. She's got the eyes on the prize. She wants the party box. You know what happens when you get loads of names on the wheel? You come up first and you get the scratch card. That's it. Right. One more. Kazula Palooza. So that was Frank Sinatra made that one famous. Let's try this one. This will be murder. It's going to be pretty bad. I think you've got it, haven't you? I was kind of enjoying myself. This town ain't big enough for both of us. It is. This town ain't big enough for both of us. What we got? Yeah. Beak started off with this town, and then this town ain't big enough, so you definitely got the right tune. Beak is on the wheel. On last tune there. And it ain't me who gotta leave. I guess living in a town like Troon, you quite often find people singing that song. Great stuff. This town ain't big enough for the both of us. I think that's the full title. You know what? I'm going to put you on the wheel as well, Diana, if that turns out that's the full title. This town ain't big enough for both of us. That's it. That is the full title. Right. Okay, Diana, you're going on the wheel again because you were the first one to actually get a full title. So nice. All right, let's get spinning. Well done, everybody. Now, hang on. Don't go away. Don't run away, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin the wheel, do the prizes, and then any time we've got left, we'll do a little bit more games for names, some other stuff, and those names will stay on the wheel until next week, right? So I'm going to start building up the wheel before the quiz from now on. But right now, we're going to spin with the names we've got on. All right. So let's get rid of this. Share screen. There's the Wheel of Names tab, and you will see I've been typing in all these names as we go. And that results up here in this lovely wheel. So look at all the names. All the great names are there. All the famous names from the quiz. There's a couple of famous people missing from tonight. No Chrism tonight. On the wheel, anyway. He's here. But I don't think there's any Chrism on the wheel, which is unusual. Gary McInnes as well. No Gary McInnes on the wheel. So there's a few famous names missing. But we've got lots of famous names on the wheel. Let's spin. Let's see what we're going to do. So the first prize tonight is... start off with Bodjaws, okay? We'll start off with this because some of you have won this before and some of you might not want to win it again. So I'll start off with this. And if you come up and you win Bodjaws and you don't want it, they'll send you a scratch card, right? So here we go. Here is the first spin of the night. New music tonight, by the way, on the wheel. And here we go for Bodjaws. Whoa!
Louisa Jobson.
Now, I'm going to guess that Louisa's going to reject Bodjaws because she's so tightly focused on trying to win the party box. Yes, and I know you've won Bodjaws before, so I'm gonna guess that you're rejecting that. Mind you, that doesn't mean you get the. In fact, it means you don't get the party box. You get the scratch card then. So it's up to you. You can have Bodjaws or you can have a scratch card. It's up to you, Louisa. That is the risk about being really bloody good at getting your name on the wheel loads, is that you come up straight away and you miss out on a big prize. So, you know, it's a beautiful inbuilt balance to the whole thing. What do you reckon? Either way, I'm taking you off the wheel. You either get, you'd love £100,000. Right, okay, scratch card. Well done anyway. And well done to Louisa, who was a champion at the newsroom last night and won £100 cash. So that was all right. You could get 100 scratch cards. So, okay, right. Louisa, scratch card. Right, next is Bodjaws. Let's do, so we take Louisa off the wheel. Bad luck, Louisa. I know you were going for the party box, but the party box will be yours one of these weeks. Here comes the next spin. Whoa! Katie Hasty. Katie Hasty wins Bodjaws. Now, I'm pretty sure Katie has not won Bodjaws before. If you don't know what Bodjaws is, Katie, it's Scotland's rudest fridge poetry. There it is. It's like fridge poetry, but really sick and horrible, dismay, disastrous and nasty words. So Katie Hasty wins Bodjaws. Right, let's... what's the next prize? The next prize is a book. It's The Sicilian by Mario Puzo. It's The Godfather, basically. A novel of explosive suspense, it says here on the back. Mario Puzo is the writer. So let's see who's going to win this copy of The Sicilian. So we take Katie off the wheel and we spin. It's Robin. Yay! Sicilian goes to Robin. Okay, this is, you're right, this is at the top, Friday 28th. Excellent. Nice work, Robin. Okay, we take you off the wheel and we return to the prizes. Right, let's do Beag's prize now. Beag put up a DVD of the greatest comedy ever made in the world tonight, which is a compilation of British comedy. Now, the best comedy in the world is British. Best comedy in Britain is on the BBC. And they've taken the best bits of all of those best things and put them on one DVD. So this is surely the funniest DVD in the world ever. There's Deanna, there's David, there's Mark, there's Anna. Anna Adams. Brilliant work. Anna Adams gets the comedy DVD. I'll pass your address on to Beag, and she will put that in a post to you with happiness. Yeah, it's kind of the follow-up to Cunto. It's never been as successful because I haven't spent much time marketing it. So you got Cunto and you got Bodjaws. You got the full set, basically. Okay, right. Have I got anything else, or is it time for the party box? Let me just try and remind myself what the deal is here. Have I got anything else? Let me see. Quiz winners... documents. So I've done the scratch card, done Bodjaws, done the Sicilian, done the comedy DVD. No, we're here. We've arrived. It's time for the party box. This is party box number 10. And it's truly amazing. It's a packet of Space Raiders, a tin of haggis, packet of caramel wafers, a CD of the soundtrack for Chicago, starring Richard Gere, Renée Zellweger, and the other one, what's her name? Catherine Zeta-Jones. And to cap the whole party off, a bottle of Jägermeister. That's a proper night in, folks. It's party box number 10. We've been doing the party boxes for a few weeks now. This is party box number 10. We're going to get a winner. Let's see who gets the party box. Oh my God, there's David. It's David. It's the gaffer.
David Patterson.
Yay! Mango Boys in the house. Party box number 10 goes to David Patterson, part of the Mrs. Mango Collective, Glasgow. So party box number 10. And unless you've moved, I've got your address, David, because you are a previous winner. Aye, don't forget John C. Reilly. It's kind of easy to see right through him, isn't it? Just like he's not there. Well done, David. Brilliant stuff. Right, okay. Enjoy the Jaeger. Enjoy the Jaeger. It'll make you very sick and very sad. but enjoy the Jaeger, the tasty Jaeger. When you drink it, you will go quite mad. Woohoo, party time. Yeah. I've actually been quite good at posting them out the last couple of weeks. I've kind of posted them out on the Monday and the Tuesday rather than waiting until Thursday like I had been doing before. So if I keep going at that rate, you should get it midweek. So you could choose to get absolutely out your nut on like a Thursday night. That'd be good. Or you could just hang back to the weekend. Yay, well done. Right, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everybody off the wheel now. And bad luck to those who got on the wheel but didn't win anything. That's Big Gary Tate, Graham, Diana, Mark. Well done to everybody. We're going to take you off the wheel now, and we're going to start building up the wheel for next time. Now, if somebody wants to come on and play Dead or Alive, we could do that. I'll give you the invite link. So you understand what I'm doing now. I'm going to start building up games for names for the next week, and I might do for next Friday. And I might also do a few games throughout the week on Twitter and or Facebook. You know what I mean? So watch out for those. I haven't quite decided how to do that, but I'm going to do a few things like that to build up a sort of head of steam going into Friday. And then I think ideally I'm going to start doing the spin just straight after the end of the main quiz. And then games for names to build up names for next time. That's what I was thinking. I don't know what you think. Yeah, congratulations to all the winners. Well done. Well done, everybody. Twitter questions, please. Yeah, I know you're on Twitter. I'm more your sort of Dr. Seuss / Dr. Fox type thing. That's unusually honest of me. See, when people ask me that in the pub, because they ask me that all the time, are you a real doctor? My standard answer that I give to people is, of course I'm a real doctor. I says, of course I'm a real doctor. I says, you can't just call yourself doctor and go out doing pub quizzes, can you? Imagine the chaos. And sometimes they take me seriously. And that's my favourites. Thought as much. Yeah, I know. It was just a nickname back in the day, and then it stuck, and then I was Dr. Paul, and then I started doing quizzes, and it kind of worked, you know, Dr. Paul, quizzes, you know. Makes me sound like I know what I'm talking about. Effective. Right, so did I put look, if you want to play Dead or Alive or True or False, phone in on that line. See that thing? I put it in the chat. Click through on that, come through and play live. Otherwise, apart from that, but everyone knows that doctor's not necessarily a medical doctor. You know, you could be a doctor of politics or a doctor of bollocks or, you know, all those types of doctors. Dr. Alban. You remember him? I don't think he was Doctor in the Medics. That's even worse. Spirit in the Sky, Doctor in the Medics. He's saying, I'm a doctor and these are medics. None of them were. As far as I know. Mind you, I haven't thought about it. Maybe that's why they were called Doctor in the Medics. Maybe they were medical students. Anyway, I'm overthinking pop stars with group names. That's what I'm doing. So let's play Hangman while we're waiting for someone to phone in. If you want to phone in, you might not want to phone in at all. That's fine as well. In fact, let's play Now You See It, because Now You See It's good. Dr. Dre, yeah. Might have to do that one night. Some sort of round with all the fake doctors. Dr. Harold Shipman. Well, he was a... See, you don't always want a real doctor. Guy'll kill you. Right, Now You See It. Do you know how to play Now You See It? If you don't, you're about to find out. So there's a load of answers on here. First to respond with the correct answer gets on the wheel for next week's spin. So here we go. Number one, world champion, 1970, 73, 74, 75, 76, 78. The answer is one word. It runs from left to right, and you've just got to find it and type in that answer. First person to do this correctly gets on next week's wheel. Yes, straight away. Chrism has got Reardon. That is correct. There it is, Ray Reardon. Of course, he was snooker champion in those years. So Chris M is on the wheel. Nice work, Chris. Let's do another one. There's 4 altogether on this board. Sinatra and Reagan. What's the answer that goes with both of those? Sinatra and Reagan. Nah, not Spedge. Although he is on the board there, isn't he? I'm glad you spotted it. Nancy, that's right, Anna. Good stuff. It is Anna. No, it's Anna who got it right. Nancy is the right answer. Nancy Sinatra and Nancy Reagan. Okay, very good. Anna, you're on the wheel for next week. 3, and now you see it, is Lowry, Farfisa, Versi, or Versi, probably. What's the word that connects those? Lots of you got Nancy. Anna was first. So Lowry, Farfisa, Versi. What's the connection here? Gorgon? No. L? No. Organ. Good answer. Brilliant answer. Organ is correct. They are all different types of organ. Lowry's a bit like a Hammond organ. Farfisa is kind of the same. They're all musical organs, right? Good answer. Great answer, Chris. And the last one on Now You See It is a town near Derwent Water. A town close to Derwent Water. Which is another town. Spike Edge Keswick. I think Lorna got that first. Actually, there we go. Yep. Lorna is correct. It's in the Lake District, Keswick. Okay, Lorna G, you're on the wheel for next week. Good stuff. All right, we have, well done, everybody. We might have time for Hangman as well, but right now we're going to say hello to the Muzz.
Hey, Paul.
Hello, Mr. Murray. How you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, I sort of saw you on the preview there, and it looked like you were doing one of these sort of reality show, like going through a maze or something like that. You're moving around quite a lot, but you're having a little dance.
Sort of.
Where are you? Are you in the bedroom?
I'm in my bedroom now, yeah. My office. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it looks good. It's fantastic. What have you been up to today?
What I've been up to today? Oh, just the usual work. Just sitting here. Haven't moved. So it's fairly hectic at the minute because I deal with coronavirus stuff all the time, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you track down people who have refused the vaccine and then send them microchips in the post that they unwittingly eat or something like that? Are you working for Bill Gates?
Boring stuff, figures, stats, numbers, all the crap you see every day.
Fantastic. And so what, are you totting up deaths and stuff like that, and cases and all that kind of thing?
Hospital stuff, all that sort of thing. Aye. So you never get away from it. That's a boring thing. That's why the quiz is good.
Right. Okay. I mean, do you manage to detach yourself from it, or do you find yourself just doing numbers and then suddenly you're going, "Fuck, this is all real"? You know, like, is that? You're
a bit kind of no, really. I mean, like, you know what you're seeing is not very nice. But we're more telling people how to record it and how to get the information out. So you're sort of
right.
That can be kind of hectic, that kind of thing. So
yeah, you're in the technical part of the work, right? Listen, well, I mean, this is kind of bringing your work home with you a little bit. Do you want to play Dead or Alive?
Yeah, aye, go for it.
Let's try and take your mind off everyone dying by playing Dead or Alive. Okay, so I'll put your name on the wheel anyway for phoning in, and then if you can get more than 2 out of 5, so if you get 3 out of 5 or more, then you get a second name on the wheel. All right, that's how we're going to do it. So the first Dead or Alive is this one: Clarissa Dixon Wright one of TV's two fat ladies. Is she dead or alive?
Oh, she's dead. I think was she not the one that was rector of Dundee University or something like that? She liked to go in the piss quite a bit.
Right, I've no idea about her habits
I
or
don't
her
know. I saw a
position with
picture.
Dundee. But yeah, she died in 2014 at the age of 66. So she's out the game, and you're one up.
Excellent.
All right. The next one is Nick Beggs, the bass player out of Kajagoogoo.
Oh. I don't know. Well, Kajagoogoo, you're talking about 35 years ago.
You remember Kajagoogoo? You remember their hit? Do you remember how it goes?
I played. We dance around the house to Kajagoogoo sometimes.
That was the bass line.
I'm going to say Kajagoogoo probably still play now. I would say alive.
Alive that's right. He's 59. Nick Beggs out of Kajagoogoo is 59. That's amazing, right? Okay, 2 out of 2 so far. This is easy. Let's try this one. Frederick Forsyth, thriller writer.
The boys from Brazil. Dead.
He's alive.
He's alive. He must be injured.
He's 82, and he's absolutely fine. Last time I checked, anyway. 82 is all right. 82 is the new 72.
He must have been quite young when he wrote some of that stuff. That's from the 70s, and when you what age would be?
Right.
30. Yeah.
Well, he's born in 1938. It says here. Yeah. So I don't know much about his stuff. Have you read his stuff?
No, my brother had his books, but I never read them. I just sat up.
Yeah, I think my dad had books like that, and they were like that thick, and I was like, nah.
I'm just going to look at Jaws, the bits where the shark eats coke and stuff like that.
I've never seen Jaws. I don't think I've ever seen Jaws, or I might have seen it. Well, I don't know. Like, I can't remember it. Like, I was getting that clip for the music round, for the sound round, and just that little clip made me think, I want to see this. I need to see this. It looks amazing.
Oh, Jaws is good, but I mean, I saw it when I was 5. That was wrong. I mean, you could watch anything back then.
You're right. It is wrong. It is completely wrong. Right, Susie Sue out of Susie and the Banshees.
Oh, she must still be alive, Susie Sue.
I think you would have heard. Yeah.
Yeah. Aye.
That's right. She's 63. So you've got 3 out of 5. So you definitely get another name on the wheel, and I'll give you a third name on the wheel if you get the last one right. Queen Margaret II of Denmark.
Of Denmark?
Yeah, Queen Margaretha. Margaret is like Margaretha, so you probably say Margareta. Margareta II of Denmark.
So I'm going to say, because I've never heard of her.
Right.
She's dead.
No, she's alive. She's okay. She's 81.
Oh, all right.
And she's cutting a bit.
The same age as Frederick Forsyth.
Yeah, well, they probably know each other. So I'm going to put 2 muzzies on the wheel. You got 1 for coming on, and you get 1 for getting past the. You got 3 out of 5. That's what you did. You got two wrong and 3
I'm
right.
happy with that.
Yeah, that's a decent performance. You've done well for the boys.
Not quite winning bullseye, but getting quite a lot of money and a lot of good prizes, and letting somebody else take the.
It's like getting a toaster, a teas made, a collection of garden furniture, and maybe £200 to take home.
It. We're happy with that, Jim.
Yeah, we've had a good day, Jim. Yeah. It's been all right. And of course, David's won the party box. So the Mango Boys are in charge.
He's eating Space Raiders now. I can see him.
Who's not? Look, the whole of Scotland's doing it.
I'm the only one who knows Space Raiders. I love beef Space Raiders.
These are pickled onion. It says pickled onion flavor cosmic corn snacks.
I did buy a box of beef Space Raiders once in, where was it? Gibson Street. I think it came out
like a catering box?
A whole box, aye.
How many packets is that? Like 25 packets or something?
I've not got a clue.
What happened? Did you just deal them out to people? Or?
No, I ate them.
What a punchline. Amazing. Right, on that bombshell, I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to fit in a few more games for names.
Right, nice to speak to you, Paul.
Nice to see you, Muzz. Take care. Whoa, a real treat. Muzz himself coming in. That's great. That was Dead or Alive. He got 3 right and 2 wrong. What was the ones he got wrong? He got Queen Margaretha II. She's fine. And Frederick Forsyth. Yeah. Aye, difficult. Right. Okay. Let's, what we got? It's 4 minutes to 10. So I think we've got time for a little tiny bit of Hangman. Yeah. You want to play Hangman just to finish off? And we'll just get a few more names on the wheel for next week's spin. And specifically the party box. You know what, as well? See, now I'm down to 1 quiz online. I'm going to I'd kind of given up trying to get new sponsors, but because I'm just doing 1 a week, I might try and look for some new sponsors. I've asked Cross Borders if they want to shift from Monday. I don't know what they're going to do. I kind of anticipate they'll say, right, we've done a year. Thanks. I've invited them. I've said, look, I'm just going to do Fridays just now. You're welcome to do that. So they might say yes. But if not, I'll keep doing the party boxes, but I might look for another sponsor as well. Kind of bigger sponsor. Right, here we go. Your guessing letters. I know. I was thinking that, Michael. Yeah. Green screen Space Raiders. Absolutely brilliant. It's like suddenly like they are actually from a different dimension. Okay, Tate's got a D, Big's got an H, DHELP. Help. Big sending coded messages through the internet. That's right. D, H. This is a TV show you're trying to get. E, L, P. First on screen in 2005. You all right? You all right, Big? You okay? Janie's looking for an S. Yes, there's an S. Criminal Minds. No, it can't be that because it starts with a P now. Chris is looking for a J. Muzz is still with us. He's looking for a V. Oh, look, Chris has got this. That's nice work. Really good. Prison Break is correct. Prison Break. And I don't even know what that is. Maybe you do, but I don't. I just looked up a list of popular TV shows and found that, and it looked like it was watched and loved by a lot of people, so I thought that'll do for Hangman. I honestly don't know what the show is, so I can't tell you much about it. So Chris is on the wheel. So Chris, kind of, unlike Chris, wasn't on the wheel for tonight's spin, but has already got himself 3 spots on the wheel for next week, which is good going. Let's do another one. Person died in 1994. That's kind of general, isn't it? What? How odd. We were just looking at Google reviews of a selection of Scotland's finest prisons. What, prisons have Google reviews? Really? Okay. Muzz got R. Dave's got A. So R for reticence. A for adversity. Then we've got HGX. That's H for haggis. G for graft, brackets skin. And X for treasure. No. I will do. I'm gonna. It might make a good blanco round, actually, some of the reviews. That's right. We've got BSTON. Stoner. BS. Oh, loads of S's. Well, hang on a second. That's brilliant. I think that's right. I think Deanna's right. That's a terrific solve. If it is right, let's just see. Oh, that's so good. Very, 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 very good. Nice one. Deanna. Oh, loads of N's. That was a giveaway there. Eyes as well. Jacqueline Kennedy asks, or Jackie Kennedy, better known as, who will always remember where she was on that day in November 1963. Well, she won't anymore because she's dead herself now, you see. Doesn't look like she must have been a very old age when she died, I wonder. Right, well done, Diana. Diana McCombie. And that's 10 o'clock. I'm probably going to leave it there, to be honest. How many of these have I done? Did I do 2 or 3? I did 2. Right, I'll do one more. One more to finish off. Here we go. Here's the last. I was impressive, indeed. Great stuff. Right, let's do the last one here, which is a 1990 song. Let's get those letters up. Oh, God. Just getting a wee bit dehydrated there. Right. What's Beak's hidden message? HORSE. Horses. Horse. So help, stoner, and horse. That's been Beak's hidden messages. The more you decipher them, the more cryptic they get. HORSE. So, right, okay, we've got a little bit of insight there. What was Chris looking for? Chris was looking for an H as well. That's been called. Muzz looking for an E. That's been called. Tate's looking for an F. The Onion song is not correct. Great dance. Great song. Gary Palmer's coming with a Humpty dance now. I really hope that's true. I hope that's what I thought of. It is. It is. It's the Humpty dance. Here's your chance to do the hump. Hump, baby. Come on, do the Humpty hump. Come on and do the Humpty hump. Puerto Ricans, do the Humpty hump. Come on and do the Humpty hump. Yay! No two people do it the same. You got it down when you appear to be in pain. It's the Humpty dance. Fantastic. Probably the greatest record ever made. By Digital Underground, of course. Yeah, you might think a safety dance, but that's 80s, isn't it? 80. What year was the safety dance? 86, maybe. A bit earlier, 83. I can't remember. But the Humpty dance is hip hop. You never heard of the Humpty dance? That's your first mission after this YouTube concludes, is get yourself onto. In fact, let's just get a little bit of it just to give you. It's one of the most sampled. What's the Humpty dance? Don't know. It's one of the most sampled songs in the world. It's hip hop. It's by Digital Underground, and it's just great. So let me just let's get a copyright strike. Let's not worry about things too much. Let's just get one. So I'm just looking this up. Humpty dance, Humpty baby. Do the Humpty dance. Come on, we'll do the Humpty hump. Oh dear, I've accidentally said Humpty Dumpty, which up a whole load of different stuff. All right. Okay,
Everything in life is a negotiation.
Oh, shut up. YouTube adverts. I know, Big, I've still not installed that thing. So yeah, here we go. There's some guy trying to sell me some crap. So here come Digital Underground. Humpty Dance premiere. And this reminds me of Gam, who has sadly passed away. Gam was part of. Hey.
I look funny. But yo, I'm making money, see? So yo, world, I hope you're ready for me. Now gather round. I'm the new fool in town, and my sound's laid down by.
I was talking about Gam. Gam was on. He used to come to the quizzes, and everyone knew Gam. He was one of the Nazi doctors, right? He wasn't really a Nazi. He was from Ethiopia, but also from Glasgow. And when we did Eggheads, he was on the team with Muzz, who you just met a few minutes ago. Muzz was on the team. Gam was on the team. Gam has sadly passed away since, but he was the one who told me about the Humpty Dance. I didn't know about it. He was going on about the Humpty Dance one night. And Gam doesn't look unlike Humpty out of the Humpty Dance.
I drink a bottle of Hennessy you got on your shelf. So just let me introduce myself. My name is Humpty, pronounced with the
In fact, this could have been filmed at the cul-de-sac round about in 1999.
Yo, ladies, oh, how I like to funk thee. And all the rappers in the top 10, please allow me to bump thee. I'm stepping tall, y'all. And just like Humpty Dumpty, you're gonna fall when the stereos pump me. I like to rhyme. I like my beats funky. I'm spunky. I like my oatmeal lumpy.
There you go. I like my beats chunky. I like my oatmeal lumpy. That's one of the key lines in hip hop, folks. That is it's very much like Gam. Gam had that energy, right? Everyone in the place is looking at Gam and he's dancing about like a total fool and he looks like an idiot, but everyone loves him. That's what Gam was all about.
I'm sick with this. Straight gangster Mac. But sometimes I get ridiculous. I'll eat up all your crackers and your licorice. Oh, yo, fat girl. Come here, are you ticklish? Yeah, I called you fat. Look at me, I'm skinny. It never stopped me from getting busy. I'm a freak. I like the girls with the boom. I once got busy in a bathroom.
Beeped outline there is I once got busy in a Burger King bathroom and somehow that's censored. Anyway, you get the idea about Humpty Dance. One of the greatest records ever made. It's the bass line gets mega sampled. If you look up the Wikipedia page about the Humpty Dance, it gives you a full list of or does it, or was that another site it was on? Anyway, I found a full list the other day of like songs that have sampled the Humpty Dance, and it's just hundreds of songs have sampled the Humpty Dance. Now's your chance, do the hump. I know, yeah, he's dead as well. Humpty, who was played by Shock G, who was the main rapper in Digital Underground. And then he had this, Humpty Hump was a character, put on the Groucho specs and the big fake nose, and then he was stupid clothes and stuff like that, and suddenly he's Humpty Hump, and he's no longer Shock G. When he took the stuff off, he was a more standard type of rapper. Not sure if it reached this far south of the border. Well, it's from Los Angeles. So I think it probably came to England first and then Scotland. England tends to be slightly ahead of these things. Apart from Artemisia, of course, which England does not understand and is actually Scottish national anthem. This for all you English people. This is see if we do go independent. I'm not saying we will. Nobody really knows. But this is likely to be the Scottish national anthem when we go independent. It's called Bits and Pieces. Yeah. Adverts. What's it called again? U-Block. U-Block Origin. Right, okay. I will get around to doing it. Is it like Brave browser like Chrome? Nah, I use Chrome. Skip ad. Here we go. Right. Oh, here we go. This is Scotland. I didn't know that. I did not know that Tupac Shakur was in Digital Underground. Here we go. Come on. Scream if you want to go faster. It's not the best thing about this track, but one of the best things about this track is that there's this guy rides a Sinclair C5 up and down the cycle paths near here, and he has an inbuilt sound system, and he sometimes plays this. So when he's going, we're cycling that way, he's Sinclair C5 in the other way, playing this. Go fast forward to the good bit. Oh. Hey. And it kind of goes on like that. It's really good. Gary from PC Wranglers put it on when he fixed my computer. Yes. Oh, I thought you were talking about Bits and Pieces by Artemisia. But you're talking about the advert blocker. I thought you meant that you know a computer guy who goes around, fixes your computer, and then puts Bits and Pieces by Artemisia on to leave you in a really good mood. See if we scroll down, you'll see the comments, and it'll be like Scotland. Bilston Jambo. See, it's been uploaded by a guy from Bilston. Where's the comments?
One, two, three, and.
There we go. But they like it in Northern Ireland as well. Every Scottish house party ever. Absolute tune, man. Only Scottish people will know play this at any party. You'll have the room bouncing. I didn't know they played it at Hampden now when Scotland score. So it's gone over the top. Anyway, great stuff. Primavera. What's Primavera? Is that Sash? Primavera. Sash, isn't it? Now, what was someone saying up there? Jerry Cinnamon. I know that name, but I don't know what Jerry Cinnamon is. I always assume from that name that he's like kind of folk person, and therefore I never listen. But is he actually happy hardcore? And I just didn't know. Oh, yes. Look at that. This is class. There's Sash.
La primavera dell'amore.
Ding. La primavera dell'amore. I like how she's really overacting in a pop video. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. My confidence in someone supplying any services would up tenfold if they put on Bits and Pieces. That's it. It's the hidden business hack. That Scottish businesses have been waiting for. Go round, fix your plumbing, put Bits and Pieces on, and here's the bill. Right, I need to get off. It's already 10:15. This has been lots of fun. Let's, just before I go, let's have a quick look, see who's on the wheel for next week already. Like I say, I'm going to try and do some little competitions on Facebook and or Twitter during the week to get some. So the wheel has started to fill up for next week. That's great stuff. I'll be doing some more stuff during the week. Look out for them. I don't know what I'm going to do exactly, but I'll do something. Yeah, that's right. That's good analysis. Sounds like an upbeat Chariots of Fire. La Primavera. I'll go and look up Jerry Cinnamon. I hope it's not really, really, really folky. Tate said he was a singer-songwriter, but he had a real surname at the time. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Oh, you're thinking of someone else. So, all right, sorry. Primavera by Stop Bahon. What's that? I don't have time to look at this. I've got to get off. But I'm going to write that down. Stop Bahon. Primavera. And I'll write down Jerry Cinnamon as well. I'll make sure I have a look. Because I hear that name all the time. Loads of people mention him. But like I said, I always think, it sounds like a singer-songwriter. I don't like singer-songwriters, so I never do. I am getting older, so maybe I like singer-songwriters now, and I just didn't realise it yet. He's a bit folky though. He's not that folky. So there's a few different points of view. He's not that folky. He's a bit folky. So I'll go and check it out. Thank you very much for doing the quiz, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to anybody who has donated and who will donate. If you thought tonight's quiz was worth a couple of quid for the effort, then thank you very much. That's the donation link right there. Don't forget to upload your score for the main part of the quiz if you haven't done that already. I'll give you the link last time for that. All these links are in the, I think they are anyway, in the description underneath the video. You can always get them there. And Deadpool, yeah, don't forget to do Deadpool because you've only got a couple of days left on that to get your entries in for June. And that's the Deadpool. So I've just put all those links in there. Thank you very much. I'm sure I saw Mr. Patterson saying something there. Well, excitedly look forward to the arrival of the party boss. Yeah, you don't do anything until it turns up. Just wait by the door, okay? Proclaimers, but modernish. Oof. I sort of like the Proclaimers, but some of it just drives me nuts. Don't like it. Specifically, Sunshine on Leith. I hate that song, which is controversial. In Edinburgh, you're not allowed to dislike it. Everyone's got to love it. But I find it to be a dirge. But I like DJ Sash. So that's where we're at. La da da do 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 do. Some of that melodic kind of pop rave is quite good for the kazoo, actually, because I found that the modern stuff and all the dance stuff was not very good for the kazoo because it's too rhythmic and not enough melodic. But maybe I just have to look a little bit harder because some of it, like that, has got a pretty strong melody. Yeah, it's controversial. I know. And I've been at a Hibs game where they sing it and it's like supposed to be inspiring and stuff like that. And I just, it's like, I don't know, it's like dead whales or something. It's just not a pleasant sound to my ears. And I understand they all love it. I genuinely think it's just because it's got the word Leith in the title. And if someone else had written any other song with the word Leith in the title, it would have become the anthem of Leith. Yeah, it's broken. Sorrow. It's like literally all these out-of-tune football fans singing sorrow, sorrow. And you're like, yeah, I know. I've got the sorrow. No, I've given up associating politics with artists. I think you've got to separate them, otherwise you get twisted into corners, you know. Like a couple of years ago, I think Kate Bush expressed some sort of positivity about either Margaret Thatcher or the Conservative Party, and everybody rushes to cancel her. Oh, Kate Bush is a mad Tory. Can't stand her now. And I remember, and you know, I'm kind of not very pleased with Tory things, but I'm a massive Kate Bush fan, so I'm like, I don't really care, you know. I just want to listen to the tunes. That's all I care about. And then more recently, I've been reading stuff by her going, look, I never said that. Anyway, I'm not a Tory. I'm kind of not. I'm not really political. Which I believe, you know, she's busy making music. So there's a hell of a bandwagon getting on, jumping down people's throats, you know, because they appear to have said something or might think something. Like Morrissey, you know, like loads of people hate Morrissey now. Oh, I hate Morrissey now because he's an old racist. And it's like, well, aye, maybe he is, you know, but it doesn't make the tunes bad. Yeah, well, that's another thing. People, it's so polar, you know, like Alba people and SNP people ripping each other to bits, and it's like, nah, there's no need for that. It's like, I don't know. I find everything very polar these days, you know. Everything's A or B, black or white. Dexter Fletcher, when we're making the film, he's a great guy now. Who's Dexter Fletcher? I know that name. Just looking him up. Dexter Fletcher. English film director and actor. Band of Brothers. Press Gang. All right. I remember that. I think. Yeah. 90s, 80s, 90s kids TV show. Aye. And he played Babyface in Bugsy Malone in 1976. I like Bugsy Malone. That's a quality film. Bowie told us pre-referendum not to leave the UK. I don't think he told Scotland not to leave the UK. I think he expressed his point of view on it. I think it is part of his business. I mean, it's part of everyone's business in the UK, isn't it? The thing is, if everybody in the UK got to vote at the next Scottish independence referendum, then English votes would make us independent. They would vote for us to go away. I mean, you can express an opinion. I'm allowed to express an opinion that I think what the Chinese people are doing to the Uyghurs is wrong. It's not my business because I'm not Chinese or not a Uyghur. He can have an opinion. It's just when it gets reported because he's a famous pop star. That's the problem with it. He's a person. He's allowed to have an opinion. Why would he not have an opinion? You know, that's fair enough. That's okay. But when the opinions of pop stars and film stars and whatnot are reported as, in quotes, news, that's where the problem is. Anyway, we're sailing dangerously close to politics, which will result in a fight. So I'm out here. It is now 10:25, and I need to go for a pee, put a kid to bed, and watch a movie. I might watch Jaws. That'd be cool. I've got my vaccine tomorrow morning, so I need to get a good sleep for that. If you love someone set free, some people would think like that. There's a lot of people. I mean, there's a lot of people in England who think that, who genuinely, sincerely believe that they're funding us. So, and we're, you know, it's obviously not all English people, but a lot of English people think that we're whinging, subsidy benefit junkies, all that sort of thing. And we live on English, how you say, magnanimity. Equally, there's people in Scotland who think we fund the whole thing. It's probably not true either, you know. Like all these things, probably the truth is a bit grey and a bit misty and a bit in the middle somewhere, but that's not very popular. It seems to be unpopular these days to have misty grey opinions. Opinions seem to be very black and white. No CGI in Jaws, proper sharks, real deal. That's good advice. There's the best advice. Let's end on that happy note. Drink water, folks. Good night.